Okay, good evening guys and welcome to my channel. My name is Blade and welcome to our squad builder tonight. It is ex-Manchester United players that are still playing in the Premier League, and as you can see there are a ton of them, a lot more than I was expecting. Now we have got a full 11 players in their right positions as well, but not all of these actually played for the first team as such, but they did come through the United Academy. So you will recognise most of the names on this list, but there are a couple that you might not have heard of. So let's get started. Number 1 in goal is Timmy Howard. Plays for Everton, solid goalkeeper, and he is the joint top rated player in this squad. Then if we do the centre backs, we've got Johnny Evans, currently playing for West Brom, and we've got Ryan Shawcross of Stoke City, the other highest rated player in the team. Pretty decent centre back. Shawcross's pace is a little bit bad. Johnny Evans is 70, so that's pretty decent. Moving on to left back, we've got the lowest rated player in the team, and that is Ezekiel Friars. I think that's how you say his first name, God knows. Pretty pacey, but that's about it, which is probably what you would expect for a player with a 65 rating. Moving on to the right back, we've got Richie Delat. Again, really good pace, 86 pace, 72 defending, and 74 physical. That's pretty good as well. He's got a high attacking work rate as well, so he does like to bomb forward. Okay, in the CDM position, I was doing a 4-1-2-1-2. We've got Darren Gibson. Obviously, he used to play for United. He got into the first team quite a bit until he was deemed surplus to requirements. But again, he's got pretty good defending stats. Is why I put him in this role. His pace isn't fantastic. His shooting is pretty low. If you remember at United, he had a pretty awesome long shot on him, and I think you do get to see one or two of them in this video. Moving on to the left wing, then we've got another silver. It's Kieran Richardson. Again, pretty average stats there. You're all in the 70s, which is fairly good. That's not too bad at all. Pretty solid. Moving on to the right wing, Sir Alex Ferguson's last signing as Manchester United manager, Wilfried Zaha, Palace, which we then sold him back to. 4-star skills, which is pretty useful. 87 pace, 83 dribbling. Everything else is pretty weak though. His shooting's not too bad, but his passing and his physical, he's only a small lad. Moving on to Cam, it's Tom Cleverley. Now, he got a lot of stick when he was at United. He wasn't very impressive at all. As you can see, his stats, he's 77 overall rated, and his stats aren't overly impressive either. But he's actually turned out to be pretty decent in this game. He's fairly nimble, fairly agile, fairly quick. So moving on to the strikers, we've got the silver striker, 71 rated, Fraser Campbell, sorry, not Joel Campbell, what a tip. Fraser Campbell, he's got 82 pace, 70 shooting, 71 dribbling. Now, with both of these strikers, we've got him, and we've got Miran Biram Diouf, 90 pace, 77 shooting. He's got decent physical as well, Diouf, 77 physical. So you can see right here, we've got a lot of pace up front, 82 and 90. These guys are rapid. Unfortunately, they're pretty much the only choice that I had for these positions, because they're the only two strikers that used to play for United that are still in the Premier League. Okay, so let's just have a quick mention of some of the others before we crack on with the highlights. We've got Ben Foster, of course, plays for West Brom as well. We've got a lot of West Brom players in this squad. Wes Brown narrowly misses out on getting in there. Johnny Evans is a few higher rated than him. His defending stats ain't too bad. His pace does let him down a bit. We've got Craig Cathcart playing for Watford. Again, pretty much the same thing. He's a bit quicker than Brown, and his defending stats aren't too bad, but he doesn't quite get in there, and only 71 overall rated. Darren Fletcher, again another West Brom player. Obviously he was quite a big game player for United when he was playing there, but then he got injured. He didn't get injured, he got sick, sorry. He was ill for quite a while. He never really regained the form that he did, but he's still a pretty solid player. Again, pace does let him down. Whereas Obertan plays for Newcastle. Pace is all that he's got really. 84 pace, 73 dribbling ain't bad, but his shooting and passing and his physical stats, his defending is all pretty weak. Okay, so then we've got Danny Simpson playing for Leicester City. He's a right back, 72 rated, again not too bad for a silver 72 rated. He's the same as Richie Delat, but I went with Delat because Delat's pace is a little bit higher. So we've got 73 pace, 72 defending, 75 physical. Then we've got Jay O'Shea, Big John. He's currently at Sunderland with Wes Brown. As you can see, his pace is absolutely terrible, is John O'Shea's. His defending and physical stats are pretty decent, but yeah, he can't run for toffee. But he's an absolute legend because he did score an injury time winner against Liverpool a few years ago. Tom Heaton is playing for Burnley. Yes, it is Burnley. Pretty solid silver goalkeeper. You know, nothing too spectacular there, but it'll do. And then we've got another one. We've got Phil Bardsley, another right back, Stoke City. Got a couple from Stoke here. Again, not really good enough to. He's 72 rated again, but yeah, his pace isn't anywhere near. Next up, we've got what's your name? Mark Wilson. Of course, it is centre back from Stoke City again. Again, defending stats aren't too bad, but pace is pretty off the mark. And then we've obviously got Anders Lindegaard, West Brom goalkeeper. Now he's pretty decent, 77 rated, but yeah, Tim Howard keeps him out of there. Okay guys, so that's the squad. Ones to look out for. Obviously we've got the pace up front of Campbell and Diouf. You've got the pace of Zaha on the right and his tricks as well. And like I say, Cleverley isn't too bad a performer either in the just sitting behind those strikers. So let's crack into a couple of games and see how we get on. Okay, this guy had a full Premier League team, silver team, sorry. So it wasn't overly dissimilar to mine. We did have a few golds in ours, but there was a lot of silvers. Anyway, straight from kickoff, he absolutely bosses possession. No one can get near him. And a Bonglehor slots it in. Oh, we do make the interception. Moran Diouf passes it to Cleverley. Lovely ball over to Fraser Campbell. Campbell actually controls it. The defender doesn't get it and slots it past the keeper. Absolutely blasts it, and he rage quits. So that just goes to show you, you know, the pace on the counter that these guys have got. Okay, so we're 1-0 down. Cleverley passes it to Diouf. Gets it to Campbell, who lays it back off for Diouf, and Diouf's finishing is absolutely fantastic. Rockets into that top left-hand corner. He's probably the most expensive player in this team, him and Tim Howard. And with good reason. He's got pace and he's got a damn good shot on him as well. Another counter here, Zaha to Cleverley. And here's Diouf using his pace. Here's Campbell as well. Oh, and he's absolutely hacked Campbell to pieces there. That is a penalty. And a red card for Gabriel. Oh dear. Okay, so Diouf to take it. And he rockets that one away as well. Easy peasy, 2-1. We are back in this game. Okay, Cleverley knocks one up to Diouf. Passes over to Richardson. Oh, this is a lovely little 1-2, and Diouf slots it into the bottom right. This guy is absolute dynamite. Might actually find a place in my actual Premier League squad, this mad. 3-1 to us. Okay, then here we go. Another attack. Zaha. Second half now. Zaha holding them all off. Look at this. He's skipping through them. And finishes cool as you like. Blasted it. Absolute cannon blast. This is what Fergie saw in him, I think. It's just that he doesn't do it all the time in real life. But that's a great little run and a great finish. And Gibson lays off to Cleverley. Cleverley gets tackled. Here we go. This is Gibson. This is his long shooting. Oh, that should have been in. Unfortunately, the height of our attackers ain't too good, so we couldn't get the header to knock it back in. And there's Gibson again with another shot. Howard has to put it out for a corner. Okay, it's a pretty late one, this one, before anything happens. Joel Campbell here, lovely little footwork, and Juve just absolutely uses his pace to burn past the defender there and slot it in. 85 minutes played. You'd think that we had this one wrapped up. So, pretty much straight from kickoff. Yes, you've seen it happen. I'm sure it's happened to you quite a lot of times. Your team just turns to shit. And there we go, 1-1 straight away. So Gibson's got the ball. And he pulls up short. We lose possession. And guess what? 90th minute. Timmy Howard can't get back quick enough and he chips straight over him. Anyway guys, that was about pretty much all that happened in this game. That's all the highlights. If you've enjoyed this video, please drop a like, subscribe if you're not subscribed already. My next video that I'm looking to do is a best possible ex-Manchester United players team that's in the whole world, not just Premier League. Any player that's still playing for Manchester United, that used to play for Man United, sorry, that are still playing, that's the team I want to bring you next. So, until next time guys, take care and I'll see you later.